Okay, we're back.
Sure.
I think we're back. We should be back. Sorry about that, folks. Right, so just to recap. So James, you'd attacked twice and missed on both accounts. Is that correct?
Yeah, I had a 12 and an 11, so presumably my second attack missed as well.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, both attacks on that missed. Just managed to connect with the underlying armor on the ogre sat at the table. Okay. Moving on then. Sorry, I'm just pedaling to catch up. There we go. So, Shathas, you're up. Bagerac, you're on deck. Shathas, what would you like to do?
I am going to gob some acid at the ogre guy.
Cool, that's fine. Go for it.
The ogre was that?
Yep, acid at the ogre.
Yeah,
so
acid
what
splash.
is...
He needs a dex savings of 12, but then there's the Tasha's Bane as well that's on him.
So dex saving throw of 12. They are also baned as well, so that's 1d4. 2 seconds. Dex saving throw. Okay, even without bane, they failed that. Anyway, so yep, that's some damage, please.
3.
Cool.
3 acid damage.
Yeah, so as you gob the acid over at the bodyguard, it just spatters in through one of the openings that Relaxio or Lours has made. At this point, you can't quite tell, but managed to get in there and just really start burning away at the flesh.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to send the bear to go attack the human bandit with a sword.
Yep, that's fine. If you roll me an attack, please.
That's 22 to hit.
That definitely hits. Was that a critical 22?
No, that was an 18.
Cool. Definitely hits, though. Roll me some damage, please.
Uh, 7 damage.
Blimey.
Yeah, that's 7 force damage.
Yeah. So, yeah, the bear's managed to take off his free hand. He's just run up and straight up ripped off an appendage there. Absolutely brutal. Right. Anything else from yourself?
I'm going to move next to Natasha.
That's fine.
Just to make sure she can maintain a concentration except anything near her.
Cool. Absolutely fine. Bagerac, you're up.
Well, pretty much all I can do is walk up to the top of the stairs.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you can take the dash action and move double your movement if you wanted to close on someone.
If I can, and then I'll dash in through the door at the guy with the sword.
Yep, that's fine. So you are now next to chap with sword. So it is now the bandit's turn.
Can I rage at the same time as I dash through the door?
Yep, absolutely fine. Okay, or rather, where are we? So
everyone loves a raging barbarian joining the party through the door. Hello!
okay, so the second ogre that's still surviving is going to pick up this enormous stump of timber that's like tipped with it's like an iron plate at either end. And as they stand up and push the chair back, they're going to swing it at Relaxio. And the effect of Bane is really kicking in, and they just completely whiff it. Next up is Lion White.
Oh no.
Who is going to stand up, and he's immediately going to stamp his staff onto the ground and glow with a like golden light spilling out of the diamond at the top, and sort of throw the staff forward and project these gold beam onto the 3 humans that have stood up as he casts bless on all of them.
What does bless do again? Remind me.
So bless adds a 1d4 to their attack and save bonuses. So effectively minus some odd rolls negates Bane.
Okay.
Okay, Faye, you're up. Relaxio, you're on deck.
So I'm just going to come in dancing through the door, and I'm going to go over to the bandit with the crossbow that's closest to me on the left.
Yep.
And just sort of dance in their face a bit.
Yeah.
I think like trying to persuade them to follow me out of the room's a bit of a waste of time at this point because they're
It
seeing
might be
everything's
past
going
that point at which that would work.
on.
Especially since I've charged into the room as well.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the dancing he will like think that I'm one of the other people for a short second, so that I kind of have the upper hand where I am going to try and double sickle him.
I'm gonna say that fails. They're too alert at this stage. They're too raring to go. You can attack, but you don't get any advantage or disadvantage.
I'm just gonna double sickle combo him, but really, really artistically. Then
that's fine. It's a very sexy stabbing.
Did you say that? Sexy stabbing?
Yeah.
So the first one is 20.
That definitely hits. Roll some damage, please.
8 slashing and 2 lightning, so 10 in total for that one.
Okay. Yeah, they are on the ground. You've managed to literally cut the crossbow out of their hand because you cut off their arm.
And hopefully this will finish them.
Yeah.
And I am going to scream finish him at the same time.
Finish it.
14 to hit.
That hits. Yep. Roll some damage, please.
7.
I'm going to be honest, at that point, anything more than 1 would have removed them from combat. In the same way that your second attack removes their head from their body.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Hey.
Yay,
And then I just
murder!
carry on dancing.
And continue dancing. Cool. Relaxio, you're up. Just checking my list. Relaxio is up, and it would be Lours on deck.
Well, I'm going to try and finish this ogre off.
Cool.
He's dead. Is he
He's
not
dead.
No, it's not.
It's not-
No, he's not.
He's
So
not.
I'm
He's,
gonna-
he's not dead. He's just very badly injured.
Well, I'm going to fang him.
Okay, go for it. Roll to hit, please.
I thought that was a
94.
euphemism.
That definitely hits. Roll some damage. That was a little bit underwhelming, but let's see what it does.
I'll take it.
He's going to kill him and rape his skull.
He is. Yeah, the attack goes down, and
I'm a fucking
at this
minute,
point
sucker.
he's bleeding heavily, but he's still kicking.
Well, if this dagger lands, it's going up his ass.
All right, so ass dagger roll to hit, please.
In a sweeping uppercut motion, 23.
That definitely hits. Roll me some ass dagger damage, please.
It's unfortunately he must be used to it because he only took a 3.
Yeah. He makes that look, which is somewhere between surprise and yeah. He makes that look of he's surprised, but he's not totally uncomfortable with this, and that gives you pause for thought. Okay, moving on. It is the bandits. Oh dear, they're not looking great. The first one is gonna desperately try and take a swing at Bagerac.
What an idiot.
I'm going to deflect this with the Beckerbell.
Cool.
Disadvantage.
Cool.
So disadvantage is that roll.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, this isn't looking good for them being able to do anything. Let's have a look. So Bagerac, what's your armor class?
Well, as I got my great axe out, it's 17.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They rolled a 3, so that misses. The second one is going to fire that crossbow at Relaxio.
Asshole.
That is don't even worry, dog. Don't even worry. That crossbow bolt has just gone somewhere into the ceiling. That was a
We did not surprise these bad boys, didn't we?
That was a bad roll. Bad roll. Lours, you're up. Natasha is on deck.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna bite his ass, I guess.
Cool. Continue with the biting of the ogre.
It's already Lacey.
Why is it...
Already dead.
22.
What was that, sorry?
22.
That definitely hits. Roll some ass damage.
9.
9.
9?
9.
As you sink your teeth into the lesser protected posterior of this guy, you rip out a decent chunk of flesh, but they are still kicking. They are one tough mudder.
Are you fucking for real?
Yep.
You fucking what?
Anything else from yourself?
Nope.
Oh, they need to make a strength check, don't they?
Oh, yes. Thank you. God damn, I keep forgetting.
What's your strength DC?
13.
Yeah, despite the repeated shots to the ass, they're still standing.
He loves it.
Ooh. Natasha, you're up. James, you're on deck.
So with what's his name? Something Line
Lion
White.
Lion.
Right. His staff. Is it made of gold? Did you say?
No. It is glowing
Okay.
gold.
It is glowing gold, but is it made of metal?
You can't tell. Not from this distance.
There's only one way to find out.
I can't.
Of course you can.
Still concentrating.
Do it.
I am, but it's pointless because they've got plus 1d4, which is exactly what Bane is.
Well, yeah, but if you take it off, they'll have plus 1d4.
Punch him in the face, break his concentration.
Yeah, but if I
Nah, I'm gonna shut
I
up.
cast heat metal
At
on Line White.
Okay. First level or?
I've only got 1 second level spell,
Okay.
but it's the third one, my third and final.
And remind me what Line White has to do in response to heat metal?
If a creature is holding or wearing an object and they must have a Constitution saving throw, or drop the object if it can.
Okay.
And if it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
As you cast this, Lion White immediately starts screaming and drops his staff as he's desperately trying to remove his coat.
Yes.
And you can see
His
that the
coat
entirety
is
of the jacket has started to flare red hot. So you can roll me some fire damage, please.
7.
7, thank you. So yeah, he's been burnt by that. Now they need to, was it Constitution save?
Constitution save.
Save or drop the object if it can. Right.
If it doesn't drop the object.
It failed the Constitution save, so I'm going to say he's still struggling to get out of that jacket.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Delightful.
Yep. Anything else from yourself?
I end my turn.
Cool. James, you're up. Shathas, you're on deck.
I'm gonna go at the ogre 80s with at least attempt to.
Cool.
Rapiers.
Yeah. Roll to hit, please.
Okay, 17 to hit.
That definitely hits. Hit me up with some damage.
Okay. 12, but again,
Just give me the full total.
yeah. 1 second.
Yep.
Oh fuck. 13.
13.
That
You
extra dice roll
finally
really helped.
managed to connect with that and just remove the guy's head completely from his body.
Is he dead?
He is dead.
Well, I'm not sure
Well-
why I said is he dead after I chopped his head off.
No, it's
Usually
in
that does it.
In fairness, some ogres have been known to survive 10, maybe even 20 seconds without a head.
It's supported.
Cool. So, yep,
Can
they
I
are
go-
dead.
Can,
You can
can
use
I?
you can use your bonus action to hit something with your second weapon because you made
Yeah,
an attack action with your first. And
was
for the
mo-
sake
yeah,
of
okay.
expediency, I'll just say you can dash across the room and stab something if you want.
I was going to go after that one-armed bandit, if that's
Yeah, go for it.
possible, please. That Bagerac is at, and I'll have a go at
Yeah.
him.
Have a
Go
bash.
for
Go on.
it. Attack. Oh shit, 11. Presuming that's not a hit.
Oh, it's not a roll with advantage because they're missing a hand.
Okay. Fucking hell. 10.
Yeah, no, you just straight up whiffed that.
Oh god.
Cool. So, Shathas, you're up. Bagerac, you're on deck.
Has he still got a hold of that staff? Doing a
He
light
has
work?
dropped the staff in an effort to try and remove the coat, but it is at his feet.
Can I instruct the mecha bear to go and steal it?
You can.
So mecha bear, go steal the staff.
Cool. So what? Sleight of hand check for the bear with advantage, and just don't roll a 1.
Just don't roll a 1.
You'd have to roll 2 ones to get a 1 with advantage.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah, the bear just deftly picks it up. It even has time to do like a little baton twirl and throw it up in the air and catch it. Cool.
This is
Anything
right
else from
now.
yourself?
I'm just gonna. Can I? I suppose he can't really go and grab Adelaide's brother either and bring him back.
No, he's already got his mouth occupied with Lion White's staff.
Okay. That was my bonus for
Yep.
doing that. I am going. Can I go and grab Adelaide's brother?
So yeah.
Okay. What do you need me to roll?
That's because you're like persuading a human who's like clearly compliant with anything. You don't have to roll anything. You can just move up to him and take him by the hand.
Okay. I'm presuming that's all my movement done.
It would be yes, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just next to him. in front of John
So
Bartlett.
yeah, it's you and the mecha bear holding the staff. You're holding Adelaide's brother.
Okay. That's my roll done.
Cool. So, Bagerac, you're up. You are still raging.
I am going to try and split this sword bandit in twain.
Fair enough. Commence with the twaining.
And I will attack recklessly because why the hell
Yep.
not? That's a 16 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll me some damage, please.
That's 11.
Da, da, da. Oh, come on, Avray, catch up. Avray's only funny. Where's my things? Very good. Yeah. The twaining is successful
Excellent.
as you cleave this guy from tash to taint,
From the
straight
tash to
down the
taint.
middle. Cool. Anything else on your go?
I'll move up to the crossbow guy that's still
Yep.
alive.
That's fine. Sweet. Excellent. So, Next up, we've got Lionwhite, who's going to have to make another Constitution save to deal with that on fire coat, and succeeds. Manages to remove the coat. And
Bully for him.
yeah,
Right.
so he's got a bear that's nicking his staff, and a dragonborn nicking his servants, and a lot of stuff going wrong. Won't do that. Right, he's going to try and disable the Mecha Bear as he charges his hand with golden light and just slaps his palm straight down towards the bear. What's the armor class on Sir Theodore Bear Esquire, please?
15.
15. That hits. Sir Theodore takes 4 points of force damage. And I'm going to need him to roll a Constitution save, please. See whether or not he drops the staff. Looking to be to 13.
Nat 20, so 24.
Oh yeah, he grips it even harder than ever and is not pleased with being spanked by this waifish nut job. Faye.
Yep.
You're up. Relaxio, you're on deck.
So I guess in my world, I'm kind of seeing this as happening like immediately after my last kill.
Yep.
And I would like to do. I don't really know how to describe it. You know that sort of thing they do. I guess it might be like kind of karate where they kind of like a flip, but like side. So you're not going upside down, just sideways on, where you're just like. Like that.
So you're just trying to windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do that and bring my sickles down onto the next bandit that was next door to where I was.
Go for it. Roll to hit, please.
22.
That hits. Roll some damage, please.
Oh, no, that's the hit again. Hang on. 6 slashing and 4 lightning, so 10 in total.
Yeah, so with that first strike, they are down on their knees.
16 to hit with my second one.
That hits. Roll some damage, please.
8.
And with the second strike, you just bring the point of that sickle right through their heart. And more or less push it out through their sternum. And they have just enough time to watch their own heart stop beating.
That's messed up.
It is messed up.
I'm into that.
So, Relaxio,
Yes,
you're up.
I am, and I've got like an excited battle lust. So I'm going to sprint
Throbbing
as fast as I
battle
can,
lust. Yep.
right across the room, and I'm going to jump in the bath of nymphs. And as I land into the water,
I'm going to say before you jump in, they have long since fucked off.
oh, that's disappointing.
You've had this idea, you've turned, you've looked at the bath, and you've seen that there are no skimpy devil girls in there at the moment.
I even had a line for him. I was going to say, "This isn't where I park my cart."
Wow.
You're an animal.
You know what? Whatever you do next, I'm going to give you inspiration
Thank you.
for putting
Well,
the
then I guess I'm
thought
gonna go and
into chatting up 3 NPCs.
I was gonna ask their surnames, but I thought I'd better not take the piss. In that case, then I run around the bath and then towards the good old general.
Cool. Roll me an attack, please.
I certainly
If
will.
anyone's picking this
Full
up
on
on the
anime
microphone,
running.
my wife is now creasing up downstairs.
I heard it.
I heard her.
Yeah.
There we go.
15, sir.
not to rear, innit, really?
Sorry, I've completely missed it. 15 hits.
And I did 7 damage.
Excellent. So the sickle comes
what-
in, and just as Lion White has sort of leaned down to try and spank the bear, you've brought your sickle down right into his shoulder, and he rears up, screaming in absolute agony.
What a bitch.
How does inspiration work, by the way?
Inspiration. So whenever you roll for an attack or a save, you can either roll with advantage ahead of the roll, or you can re-roll a result after the roll.
All right, well, I'm going to smash him with my dagger then.
Cool. Go for it.
But I'm not going with advantage on this. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do the
Yeah.
advantage. I'm going to use it.
Sweet. Go for it.
24 nat. I natted.
Nat 20.
I
You
surely did.
are on
Crit,
fire
crit,
today.
Crit.
I did. So that means it's 10 damage.
It's fine. Can you just make me a strength check, please?
Oh, Lord. My weakest stat.
That was me thinking it was empathy.
20.
You have, as you've brought the wrist blade up, you've slashed right the way across Lion White's chest and forced him back. He's stumbled over his opulent golden hand throne at the back of the room and is now bashed up against this enormous stained glass window that kind of depicts his face, and you can see where he's landed. The glass has started to crack.
Oh, okay.
So, next up is Lours. Natasha, you're on deck. Lours, what do you want to do?
Throw him through the window.
I'm just gonna go charge towards Lion White
Cool.
if I can.
You can
I get that
indeed.
far?
Yep.
And I will try, if I can, to grapple him and sort of just pin him to the floor and try to make him give up, like intimidate him into surrendering.
Put your jaws round his neck.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's sort of intimidating
Lick him a little bit.
growl in his face.
Lick
Fair
him a
enough.
little.
So if you can make me
He'd
a
enjoy that.
yep. So if you can make me a strength athletics check, please.
Oh lord. Let me find out what its strength. Okay. Do I have that? That is a. No, I don't have that. 14.
Not gonna lie, Lion White rolled a 6. So yeah, you managed to pin him.
I sort of growl in his face
Excellent. Yep.
just to see if I can get some kind of reaction out of him. See what he does.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Natasha, you're up. James, you're on
Oh.
deck.
Oh, I'm currently casting heat metal, right? So
You
I'm
are
gonna...
still casting heat metal on his jacket, which he has taken off.
Which he has taken off. Okay, so I'm no longer in the realms of concentrating, and so time to cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Cool. And remind me what he's gonna have to do about that.
Spell save of 15 on the old wisdom check.
We all know what's coming here.
Yep, a terrible joke. Right, I mean, an amazing joke.
Well, I hate to disappoint you,
Fuck's sake.
but Lion White failed. Release
Okay.
the laughter.
Did you know, I once found a wizard who specializes in making potions and summoning genies. So I asked him for some gin and tonics.
That's awful.
I thought it was amazing.
That was worse than last
Regardless,
week.
it works.
It's not bad.
Yeah. They are currently pinned under a wolf and laughing hysterically. At this point, I would say they are sufficiently disabled for us to come out of initiative.
Hey,
Hey!
hey,
Hey.
hey.
So where was Adelaide in all this?
On the stairs.
I think it was just.
Adelaide
stood
was
there.
kind of stunned into silence by the rapidity and violence with which you displayed your particular plan.
I could just imagine like some heavy metal music going on. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Rah!
At this
Tearing
point, she
bandits
is.
and ogres apart.
At this point, she is striding across the room.
In true
And,
Bagerac fashion, can I loot the corpses?
yep, we'll come to that in a second. At this point, Adelaide strides across the room, grabs Lion White by the scruff of his very open shirt, which he has to pull together to lift him up by, and just throws him against the window, and pulls a dagger to hold up against his throat. At which point, her brother just kind of places his hand on her wrist and just lowers her hand. And without saying anything, rams his elbow into Lion White's face, forcing him through the window and sending him screaming out of the top floor of
Wasn't Lours attached to him?
this enormous building. Lours was
No,
not
he's
attached to him
pinning
at the
him.
time
No, I
of
was just
elbow.
pinning him.
And was Adelaide's brother still under the influence if I've got the staff?
Well, the staff is no longer in Lion White's possession.
But it has been for a while.
Can I sleight of hand it?
Away from the bear.
Oh, the bear's got it. Yeah,
Yep.
never mind. Don't worry.
Okay. So, as Lion White falls screaming to the floor, the assembled workers and guards outside notice the paymaster falling from his building. They notice his body shattering on the steps at the base of his opulent palace. And with that, everyone who is suddenly realizing that their wages are getting cut short gathers what loot they can find and flee. The workers begin to free themselves and head towards the palace, fully intent on taking what they can for their families before tearing the place down. Adelaide and her brother managed to escape along with you guys back to the town of Quarryside, which is where we are going to end tonight's session because we have run on far too long.
No such thing.
In the following days, you are able to return to the mine, and with the now willing assistance of the former slaves, who are still in their mind, the memory of what Stoutwood did for the region is still fresh in their sort of cultural narrative, and they still feel a debt to Stoutwood's rest. So they managed to gather up a sufficient amount of spirit marble to then send back with you to repair the statue. That's where we're going to end tonight's session. I'm ever so sorry for all of the technical hiccups we've had going through. Apparently my laptop is just not cut out for this anymore. So yeah, we will see you all next week. Stay safe, everyone, and have a lovely week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Troll fans.
Have a wonderful time.
Bye, we're done.
Consider the gift shop.
Sake.